Hello everyone, myself Kagni Vishnu, and today's topic of daily task video is the sources of adverse event. So first see the what is the adverse events. So let's see the definition of adverse event. Adverse event may be defined as any untoward or unintended medical occurrence in patients, consumers, or in a clinical trial subjects when drug is induced or when drug is taken, and which does not have a causal relationship with the suspect medicinal drugs. Means in the adverse events there is a main component which does not have a causal relationship with the suspect medicinal products. We directly can't say that this adverse event is occurred due to these drugs. So that's why this is not a causal relationship with adverse event. Now adverse event is also we can also call unfavorable outcomes of the drugs. Now let's see the what is the sources of adverse event reports. Now sources means sources from the variety of sources adverse event reports comes. First sources of is clinical trials. From the clinical trials we see when drug is in the development phase, then we all know clinical trials is performed. Clinical trials means drug is applied on the human. So from this data adverse events can be reported. So these are the main sources of adverse event. These are the main sources of adverse event. Second one is FDA adverse event reporting system. FDA adverse event reporting system is a database which contain a lot of data regarding the adverse event and suspect medicinal products. So these are the also main sources of adverse event. After that vaccine adverse event reporting system, it is also main source of adverse event. After that the next source of adverse event reports is the post marketing phase. We all know in the post marketing phase there are various organizations and various pharmaceutical industries. Industries have the call centers and websites to reporting of adverse event. So these are main sources of adverse event. After that organized data collection system, it is also main sources of adverse event. We know that there are various industries, pharmaceutical industries organize some programs and organize any function. From that we can take the information regarding the adverse event. So this is also main sources of adverse event. After that spontaneous reporting system. Spontaneous reports, it is also important source of adverse event reports. Now see what is spontaneous reporting system. So spontaneous reporting system is nothing but the unsolicited communication between the HCP, consumers, patients, and or clinical trial subjects, which describe the all information of adverse event and suspect medicinal drugs. This is known as spontaneous reporting system. So this is also the source of adverse event. After that social media is also the source of adverse event. And after that literature source, solicited reports, and newspapers, it is also the sources of adverse events reports. And after that patient registries and market research programs, it is also the sources of adverse event. So I hope all of you understand the topic, the sources of adverse event reports. Thank you so much. So this is the all about sources of adverse event reports. Thank you so much. See you in next lecture.